Hey, it's Norm Lanier coming to you from my truck cam. I'm out on the open roads of Texas here today, and I wanted to touch base with you about a video that Comm has released. I wanted to give you a little bit of a backstory about where this video came from. In 2008, I got the opportunity to attend the only conference that Joel has ever done. It was a conference called Elevate. It was myself and about less than 50 other people that got to spend 3 days with Joel and his team. Now, the thing that was really interesting about this conference, the Elevate conference was the first one that I had ever attended, internet marketing conference. And I've attended a few since then, and honestly what most internet conferences tend to be is essentially big pitch fest, and speakers get up and they give you some content and they get up on stage and do their dog and pony show, but at the end it's usually just comes with the sale of a product or something, and that's fine. But the thing that you don't get in those conferences is you get just a little piece of what these people are actually doing. You get to hear a little bit from each one, and when you walk away from the conference, you have a whole lot of different ideas, but they're scattered. They are a little bit of everybody's business, but there's no overall picture that shows you a real business. They tell you what technique's working today and some new whiz-bang sort of gizmo or technique or software or something that they're using that's working, but it's not a business. It's just a piece of the business. So what was really interesting about Elevate 2008 was that it was Joel Comm's entire business. The only people that spoke at this event were people that were on Joel Comm's team. So you didn't just hear from Joel, and you didn't hear from a bunch of random speakers that were disconnected. You got to get inside of a real internet marketing business, a multi-million-dollar internet marketing business. And one of the things that Joel did in his throughout this conference was he kind of went back and told his story about where he came from, about his story of how he's essentially reinvented himself multiple times. And this was the part that was really interesting to me. Joel got his start in the internet marketing business in a roundabout way. Him and a partner developed an online gaming system, which had a bunch of the older type games in them, the classics that we all, people my age, grew up with the Atari systems and things like that. But they developed this online gaming system, which they eventually sold to Yahoo, and became Yahoo Games, or the start of Yahoo Games. And then after that, Joel had this big business, the whole internet bubble burst, and Joel was quite honest about how he was really struggling. I mean, it was painful to hear him talk about, he had done well, but it didn't last. It wasn't he couldn't find the next step in his evolution. And he was at a conference and he was talking with someone, and they started talking about AdSense, and Joel had been playing with AdSense at that point in time and had never been able to really get it to work. And he was talking to this guy and discovered that this guy was making it work. He was doing well with it, and Joel started dissecting it and started experimenting, and he figured out what made it work. And he came out and with the AdSense code, which became a New York Times bestseller. So he reinvented himself then, and he did well with that. And then he went on to do other things. He did the Next Internet Millionaire, which was a reality TV show about basically taking people that were doing internet marketing and running them through this reality show to come up with the winner of who was doing the best with that. So he reinvented himself with that. Then he came out with the iPhone applications. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of the iFart application, which has sold over 500,000 downloads up to this point in time. So it was a huge success. Then just recently, Joel launched the book Twitter Power, which is at this time it's still in the top 20 I believe, and has been for quite a while. So he's really done well, and kind of my point in dragging all this out is that he's reinvented himself, and he's built a business. Because it's one thing to build, to get something to work, and I'm not saying that even at that it's easy to get something to do something on the internet that's can be really successful, because it is competitive. Anybody, and all the gurus want you to believe, just buy my system and just push a button and it's all done for you and you make money. Well, that's not the reality. We all know that. If you've been involved with internet marketing for any length of time, it is hard. And Joel has repeatedly been consistent in being able to reinvent himself and to develop a business. It's not just some little, here's what's working today, here's the latest fad. He's built a business around he's built a company. He's got a lot of really smart people. And these people were at this conference, and you got to hear what they were doing. You got to hear from, Dan Nickerson, his VP of ideas, and you got to hear from Joel Owensby, who's like the super genius of the stuff that works behind the scenes, the testing and the mechanics, and you got to see the entire picture of the company, not just a little piece of it. You got to see the entire thing. So that was really what was interesting about this conference. So Joel has released a video that was part of this conference, and it's over an hour long. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. And in this, Joel breaks it down for you, and he tells you what the 7 secrets of success in internet marketing business are. And a lot of this you're just going to say is this doesn't tell me how to run pay-per-click or whatever. This tells you really just what the basics are of running a business, and it's good information. And myself and a lot of people paid a lot to be there for this event and get it all live. It's part of the original conference, and Joel has finally released the entire conference. They've put the whole thing on DVDs. I believe it's 18 DVDs. It's crazy. But it was 3 days worth of material. And all of that's available in this package. But even if you're not interested in the package, you need to go and take a look at this video and listen to it, because it's not hype. It's not, a trick. It's the basics. It's the foundation for what works in internet marketing. So I suggest that you go and take a look at the video. There's a link right below, and of course it's an affiliate link. If you know me, you know I don't, I'm going to be totally transparent. It's an affiliate link, but I don't promote a whole lot of things. And I'm promoting this because, honestly, Joel's the kind of person that I want to promote. And I was at the event, so I know how good the material is. So if you're on my site, click on the link right below. And if you're not, then get your butt over to normlanier.com and click on the link. Go check out what Joel has got to say. I think you're going to find that there's some really good information there. It's over an hour's worth of material. It is a foundation for internet marketing. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.